Howdy, how's it going? Welcome back, or howdy if you're new. The RG Ally X and the Xbox Ally X are both absolutely amazing handhelds, but one of the biggest selling features for me were the ergonomics. The Ally X still has amazing performance, and a ton of you guys already still have one of these now, and you don't plan on upgrading to the Xbox Ally X anytime soon. So I'm going to show you how you can bridge the gap between these two devices and solve some of that grip issue that I have personally, and maybe some of you guys will have as well. So check this out. These new cases right here are from Breed Gaming. They come in a couple of different colors, and it basically armorizes your Ally X. I'm going to show you here, show you what colors they come in, and I'll also have some links below if you want to pick one of these up for yourself. This is not a sponsored review, however, they did send these over for me to review, so I just wanted to disclose that. The affiliate links in the description will be there if you want to use those, cool. If not, no big deal, but they do help out the channel at no extra cost to you. So let's go ahead and unbox one of these bad boys and I'll show you what they're all about. Now these do come in 3 colors. You can get the Ally X Black, you can get the Fusion Blaze, or you can get the Venom Green, which is my personal favorite. So definitely take a look at their website. They also have a ton of other products for other handhelds as well that look insane. I might try some of those out as well. So if you see anything, let me know. All the links will be in the description below. So let's get back into the review. Really like the neon green color the most, so of course we're gonna open up the neon green color. So inside you've got both grips right here. They come packaged with some nice little foam material to keep them from getting scratched up in transit. All right, so on the back of the grip modules, you're gonna have this anti-slip texture on the back. This is gonna prevent any slipping if your hands start to get sweaty. I really like that. That was a nice little touch. So we've got the left and the right side here, and right here we've got the back side. And I'm also going to answer a question that I had was, will they actually fit the JSOC's backplate for the Ally X? And if so, will it even fit with my back paddle mod, or will I have to remove it? So let's just see what we have for options there. And in this brown box right here, you're going to have all the tools and screws that you'll need to get this job done. You'll have a little Phillips head screwdriver, you'll have a little spudger tool or whatever these things are called to help you pry things, and then you've got 2 long screws that will replace these at the bottom, and then you've got the grip module screws that will go on the outsides of these grips. All right, so the first thing you're gonna need to do is to remove these screws at the bottom. Very easy to do. Make sure that you press down a little bit as you do it and try not to strip out the heads of the screws. Go ahead and remove those, set them aside. All right, and now you can go ahead and place these on. Top part goes in first, bottom part goes in next. You want to click that in place. Take the other side, and if they come apart, it's by design. You're going to end up putting those screws in here. I'm glad that actually happened, but that's kind of how they are designed. They're like a little clamshell design. I've 3D printed some similar to this, but they were nowhere near this good of quality and nowhere near this comfortable. So these are 110 times better than just some cheesy 3D printed grips. I can promise you that. I have the 3D printed grips, and yeah, these things are very, very loose. They don't fit that great, and they do come off. I don't like them. I used them for a little while. I liked them for like the first week, and then after that, I ended up taking them off. So yeah. So go ahead and put those 2 screws in. Tighten it down a little bit. Do not over tighten it. It does not need to be tight at all. Just snug so it doesn't move around. All right, so now we're gonna put the grip module screws on. If you need to, you can kind of press in a little bit to kind of get them to go into place. Make sure that you don't cross thread them, so sometimes spinning them backwards a little bit can help. First, let them click into place. This side over here, do the same. All right, so now if you want to stop here, you totally can. You don't have to put the back plate on, but if you do, it makes it look really cool, but you don't have to. And if you're wondering, will it work with the JSOX backplate? The answer is yes. I'm going to show you here in a second, but the only caveat to that is if you are running the Elite Series back paddle mod, it's not going to work. I know a lot of people aren't running this, so hopefully that's not a big issue, but for me, I don't use the back paddles anyways. I just have them there for aesthetics. But yeah, that is the only other caveat to mention. So now we can put this on the top, click it in. It's a little snug, but that's what you want. But look at that. You can transform your allyx into something like this. This is absolutely amazing. It feels really, really premium. It does not feel cheap at all. It feels like factory. I am thoroughly impressed with this right here. So big shout out to Breed Gaming for sending these over. They did a knockout job on this. I do not think there are any other shells or housing kits that exist that are quite like this. This is truly a breed of its own. Pun intended there. But yeah, if you want to turn your ally into something completely better than it already is, this is the #1 way to do it. This is the #1 mod right now that I would suggest for people to start with, because honestly, the ergonomics are not bad on the allyx, we all know, but for a lot of people, they just really wish they were a little bit better. And this is much better than adding some slippery, you know, sloppy mess on there. You put these on here, you're good to go, you're set. All right, so this is what it looks like in combination with the JSOX transparent backplate. Now, you can definitely still use the back middle part right here, but since I have the Elite Series paddle mod installed, I just don't feel like going through and uninstalling these. But if you do want to install that, it is the same exact dimensions as factory, so don't worry there. Just trust me, bro, on that. But yeah, overall, 10 out of 10 product. This is an amazing value. And by the way, I did not mention price yet, but these are under 25 bucks at the time of filming this for the entire kit, which is pretty crazy actually, because I've bought some completely off the wall AliExpress cases for around that price and were just absolute trash. So what they're putting out here quality wise, A+, it definitely gets that CPPC tech stamp of approval. And I will have links below for Amazon and their website. If you use my links, of course, it helps out the channel at no extra cost to you. There's no pressure doing that, but it does help me because these reviews, I don't take money from the brands. I just show their product off and that's the end of that. So I like to be able to show a product off and to be able to use my own words. Doing that also allows me to fully check out products and vet products before I even agree to review them. So there's a lot of things that just don't get on this channel that you might see other places. And it's just simply for a few reasons. One, it might not meet my quality standards. It might not be a good value, or it might just be insanely overpriced to where it just doesn't make sense for anyone, in my opinion. I'm very picky. I'm very peculiar, especially when it comes to cases and ergonomics and stuff. And this is the tightest and most well-fitting case that is actually easy to remove, easy to install, and it's very durable. So yeah, A+++++ all around. This is a whole new breed thanks to Breed Gaming, and I really think you guys are going to enjoy these. Stay tuned. I have a ton more videos coming. We're going to be diving back into the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X next. Again, I've got a lot of really cool stuff banked up. I know my videos are a little bit spaced out these days. I am dealing with some health issues again, and I have just not felt myself at all, even in the slightest. Today is like the first day where I kind of like feel like I could film a little bit. Hopefully I can get this edited and put up on YouTube within the next few days, but bear with me. Thank you guys so much for helping me hit 15,000 subs. By the way, you guys are the GOAT. So much love. Also, huge shout out to the channel OGs, channel members. You guys are absolutely amazing. And for you, I will be throwing up some more members only content. I have quite a few things that I will be reviewing for members only, just because they are a little bit very niche oriented. Maybe they are not handheld related, and I just don't think they would be a good fit for the channel at this time. I am thinking about making a second channel for racing sim content and more desktop PC oriented stuff. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. I don't want to really put too much randomness stuff here just because the algorithm can be kind of punishing sometimes. But yeah, hopefully if that's something that you're interested in, I might could look into that, because I do have some sim rig stuff and some desktop stuff that I've been working on in the background, and I think it's worth talking about at least because it is a really cool thing. So yeah, look, I digress. I'm rambling here as always at the end. Much love to all of you. And guys, if you need anything at all, feel free to reach out. You can hit me up on Discord at CPPC Tech, or you can email me, or you can just definitely leave it in the comments and give me a heads up that you're going to be messaging me, and I'll be sure to keep an eye out for that. I always try to help you guys in a timely fashion, and I greatly appreciate that you have those questions and that I can help you answer them. So look, until the next one, I hope you guys as always have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night.